Hey guys, Coach Miliana here. Let me show you, let me show you first where I am. This behind me is Split in Croatia. A little bit of islands and sea, and that is a really nice cafe. But I would love to share with you something that I do pretty much as my daily routine. Boom, it's called morning pages. And it can be just a normal journal, just a normal journal. The point of that is that you become a conscious creator of your emotions, and before that you become conscious about your thoughts and your emotions. It is so powerful because very often we're living in an unconscious being, because we later then realize, oh, I don't feel very well, or oh, this doesn't feel very nice. And when you start journaling, and if that is every day, ideally 3 pages. Some people love it in the morning, and that's the suggestion of the morning pages, of course. But it is about doing something that you can implement with your current lifestyle, with your current personality. And even if it's a half a page, what is currently being felt and thought, and what are the current problems in your life. It is almost like the cleansing process. And then after that, once something that's really beneficial is going to a place of gratitude and a place of appreciation and a place of, okay, if there was one good thing in my life right now, what would it be? And what that also brings is your brain, besides the spiritual laws, but your physical brain gives you more of what you focus on. So if you focus on what is good, if you focus on what you can celebrate in your life, your attention will go to that as well, and it just keeps going on and on and on, creating the momentum of it. So when you do write those things, and even if you give it yourself, let's say 30 days, according to the newest research, it takes about 60 days to create a new habit and for it to stick. So instead of the 21 days, it's now considered 60 days. Someone in the past did a research with 21 days, and it's like, and everyone just took it on without doing an extra experiment. But realizing that if you do something for yourself, it is mental, emotional hygiene. And an example of that is we can do something that is really good and for a long time, let's say 3 hours of positive thinking, going to a seminar, and then we don't do it for weeks. It's the same thing as like having a shower for 3 hours and then not having to shower for 3 months. It doesn't work. It's the daily little steps. And then it's also easier when you don't expect a huge thing to create an overnight success, because just remember the quote that some really cool, successful, awesome people said is, it took me 10 years to become an overnight success. Meaning that not many people will see what you are doing. Some of the greatest heroes are unsung, unseen, and the results are visible to others, but no one really can see what you put in or what they put in to get where they were. So when we soften the attention and the attitude and the story around it has to be an overnight success. Instant gratification is needed, and we go to like, oh, I do a little bit today, and then I do a little bit tomorrow. Same with physical workouts. If you do half an hour a day, if you do 15 minutes a day, it's better than 3-hour workout and then hating it and then never doing it again. Doing something that is fun and taking complete pressure of it. I'm just gonna do a little bit today and then just see what happens. You have served yourself so much more than creating those big promises that we don't really keep. It's very hard to keep, just the way we're functioning as human beings. So drop by drop, step by step, little attitude by little attitude shift, page by page, you can create long-lasting change that then becomes part of your personality, but after a while it becomes a non-conscious effort. I don't have to think about whether I put my left or my right shoe on right now. I don't have to think about how I'm going to tie my shoelaces. When I was young, I did have to think how to tie my shoelaces. Like, how did it again? This one goes with that one. So that is the power of the brain. So once it becomes an automatic habit with anything, that's with thinking, that's with physical movement, that's with, writing, singing, anything. After it becomes drawing a car, after it becomes an automatic thing, then it becomes, your knowing. And then you can start the same thing, the same attitude with other parts of your life that you want to improve. And so page by page, word by word, going to a place of clarity and becoming a conscious creator of your emotions is by focusing on what is actually already okay and good in your life right now. And if it's like, oh, I feel good today. I've got a bed, I've got a roof over my head, I had food today, I had coffee, beautiful view in the background. So there are things that we can appreciate in the midst of really deep pain. Speaking from my own experience, speaking from experience for so many clients that I work with, even when we are in the deepest pain, even when we're going to the dark night of the soul, even when we think we are dying from the inside, we still have that tiny little glimpse of opportunity to, right, even though I feel all this pain, what is good in my life? We might have one person that is good in our life and we appreciate that person. We might have a good memory and then we can focus on that. Only that will help your physical health. And here you can see the power of our thoughts. Focusing on what is horrible in our life can create physical reactions, like physical pain in your heart, anxiety, tightness in your gut. And then when you practice certain things that soften the story, and sometimes it takes attention away, like watching a comedy, you can really see then the power of distraction. So I just want to let you know that I know that we are not alone, and a lot of us are going through battles and pains that not many people know about. And I'm also telling you that there is a way out to soften, to refocus, and to just bit by bit, every day, and knowing that nothing lasts forever. In 5 years' time, it probably will be a non-issue. So I'm sending you all my love, and I hope you're amazing, and I truly believe that things can get a little bit softer and a little bit better. Love you all.